What's up, y'all? It's your boy AJ Trip. This one is a double bubble type of video. This one's gonna be a word according to me slash top 10 video because back in the day, of my old school written blog, I did a blog. Let's see, Saturday, March 3rd, 2012. Now the last blog I did was no, actually I don't think it was the last blog. I'm not gonna say that, but the last blog I posted here, I should say that I redid here, was from like March of 2011. So we're almost now a year ahead. And this is my top 10 TV shows of all time. So, um, then I realized, well, wait a minute. I think about a year and a half ago, I did a top 10 TV shows of all time list on Ranker. You don't know what Ranker is? Ranker is where you and anybody else can rank anything. The top 10 TV shows, the top 10, the top redheads of all time, which is something I did. There's a lot of things that you can do. You can create your own list. You can re-rank somebody else's list. You can do a whole bunch of things. I think one of the things I've done a lot of like sports stuff, and then I think what I would do is that over time, I think I will probably put all the sports stuff from Ranker on here as well. And then we can have a heated discussion about some of those things. You know how I feel already about Peyton Manning being the best quarterback of all time, and that's point blank period in discussion. But anyway, so let's go back and let's check out the blog from Saturday, March 3rd, 2012, my top 10 TV shows of all time. After seeing Boy Meets World trending on Twitter, I decided to write about my top 10 TV shows of all time. You may look at my list and say, what the hell? But I'll fully admit I'm not your ordinary brother from Chi-Town. Here we go. Number 10, American Idol. Number 9, Art Man Presents. Number 8, Law and Order SVU. Number 7, Boy Meets World. Number 6, Survivor. Number 5, Home Improvement. Number 4, All in the Family. Number 3, Batman from the 60s. Number 2, Smallville. And number 1, Big Brother. Not a top 5 show like I first thought, but definitely a top 10 show of all time for me. So like I said, I then later, like I said, about a year and a half ago, I did my top 10 TV shows of all time on Ranker, and things did change. As I look at it, I would still say that the list is still the same right now, but there are definitely TV shows that are on the come that could come up and things like that. And then like the past TV shows could easily move up and down depending on how good the new ones are. So with that being said, let's get to my top 10 TV shows of all time currently. Number 10, Monday Night Raw. Now, as you can see down in the corner, I've got the pictures for it, and the pictures will come up on the side so that you can see them. Also, I'm going to link the Ranker list in the description box so that you guys can go back to it and look at the Ranker list, and also find my other list and look at those as well. Now, the reason why I have Monday Night Raw at 10 is because it's the longest weekly episodic TV show on television, and it's something that I watch every Monday. I can't miss it, not for the world. When I used to have school and I have night classes on Monday, I would make sure that I recorded it, so that when I got home I could watch it. So it's all about Monday Night Raw for me. and depending on like the product of the WWE, this can float, this can get higher, and then sometimes it can get lower, and it can fall out. And but for me, Monday Night Raw is a top 10 program of all time, and I enjoy the hell out of it. Number 9, The Big Bang Theory. I started watching this. I forget why I started watching this. I may have been just I needed something to watch on television, and I started watching the reruns that they were showing on television, and I started to enjoy it. It's just funniest thing, of course. Sheldon Cooper. Excuse me. Sheldon Cooper is just one of the maybe one of a top 5 TV show character of all time. It is amazing. It's so crazy. In fact, that they're coming out with a new TV show about Sheldon as a young kid, and I will be doing a reaction video to that in the upcoming days or so. So be looking for that. It's just truly amazing, and I love the fact I've been in love with Kelly Cuoco since she was on the show with John Ritter. The red hair girl was pretty attractive too. I have no idea what she's doing right now, but yeah, that's the thing. Was when most people fell in love with Kaylee, and then she joined Charmed, and then now she's on this one. So she's had an awesome career, and so yeah, well written, well done. Big Bang Theory, number 9. Number 8, MTV's The Real World. This has been on for about 25 some odd years, and it is still at this point must watch TV. Now to be fair, The Challenge is probably much better television to watch than The Real World these days. But I also think, and the challenge could easily be in my top 10 totally as well. And like, to be honest, like, I didn't watch the very last Seattle, the Real World Seattle, and it's like I didn't watch that a lot. I just kind of fast forward through it. And besides, they put it on at a time when I couldn't watch it. So it's just stop screwing me over, MTV. Really. So the last full season I watched was the one when they went back out to Vegas, and there was the whole thing with the girl from Georgia, who was she was unself-aware about her racist stuff and everything like that, and then the other one, the black chick, who thought she was classy, but she was ratchet. So whatever. But yeah. So I enjoy The Real World. I know there's probably another season coming out. So really, if the next season isn't as good as it is, it might fall out of my top 10, and something else may join up. One of the few shows that were out of my top 10 when I updated this list a few years ago, might jump back up there. So we'll see. Numbers, let's see, 10, 9, 8. Number 7, Law and Order SVU, Special Victims Unit. Again, this is one where I caught an episode, one of the rerun episodes on USA one night, enjoyed the hell out of it, and then I caught one of the live shows. Started watching that. I forget which one, or the last, not live show, but the new seasons, caught up with that, and then that was back in 2006 or 7, something like that, 6 or 7 when that happened. And so now I have to watch it like every week. Again, it's awesome. I think they're going next year. There's going to be their 19th season on television. So give all credit to them, man. They've been doing great, and Benson is still going strong, and so is Tutuola and everything. So it's still sometimes they shock me, and they make me say and things like that. Especially when a couple about 6-7 years ago they did an episode where they started talking about how being born you're born a pedophile just as you would be born gay, and on one hand that makes you say, ugh, don't put yourself with gay people. That's not what that is. But then you want to think, well, then why do they, why do they like children and something like that? It makes you think, and it's just one of the great TV shows in history, and it's my number top 6 TV show of all time. It's Law and Order SVU. Number 5, the old school Batman from the 60s. Man, when I was a kid, this came on Fox 32 locally here in Chicago, and it was awesome. And it would come on like around 12:30 or 1 o'clock, something like that. And you'd always get the episode, and then you get the episode and they fight, and then you get the, sorry about my ashy things if you saw that, but yeah, and it was just and then you get this, and then they get caught, and they caught in the trap. And then some of my favorite ones were the 3-episode ones. I think there were 2 3-episode ones. It might have been 3-episode ones. There was one with the Joker and the Penguin, and they combined forces. And then the first one was the Joker had Batman and Robin caught in a thing where it was the astrology episodes where they were trying to get all of the Leo the Lion and all of those things, and then they were and the first one they get caught by the meteor, and then the second one is the one that really scared the hell out of me. It was the one where Robin gets swallowed whole by the clam, and then Batman just had this unbelievable strength where he breaks his chains and lifts up the clam to pull Robin out. And it's I love that one. Then the second one I remember is it's the one Penguin and Marsha, Queen of Diamonds, where they combined together and they were filming a movie, and and then Batman and Robin was the stars of the movie because Penguin blackmailed them, and so then that one, and then I think there was one during the Batgirl years. I think there was a 3-one. It might have been the one where they went to Londinium, and Lord Fog, and all those, and Mario and Trio and those chap. I think that might have been the other 3-episode one of Batman. But I remember all of those things, man. It's just I'm probably not as good as I used to be, but there was a time when I could remember most of the Batman's villains and could remember who played most of the Batman villains. I'm old now. My brain's getting is not the way it used to be, so I probably could not remember most of them, but still, that was just a wonderful show. I loved it, and it's number 5 TV show of all time. It's Batman from the 60s, baby. All right, number 4. All in the Family. Now, obviously, I'm not old enough to watch this when it was on back in the back when it was on. New episodes would be out every week, but I was definitely. But when I used to watch these reruns, man, these were things were funny as hell, and it was. It's one of the reasons why at this point in my life, I laugh at racial jokes, and I laugh at racial stereotypes. I don't get upset about them, and it's mainly because of All in the Family, because of Archie and how silly and stupid all of this was. Meathead, you dumb Pollock, and all this stuff, and a lot of this stuff is it's it desensitized me to like the racialness about it. So this is one of the reasons why right now I don't get upset about it really. It's I don't think some people they get so upset about it, and that's their right to. But for me it's I don't get upset a lot of times what people say. I get a lot upset and mostly about how people treat each other, and that's what I usually do. But man, All in the Family was amazing, and there were times where Archie was truly redeeming. He was redeeming. There's no doubt about it, and I enjoyed the living crap out of the times when he would be a lot of times when he would really be um go, and then there was I think the strongest episode I believe was um the episode when he was kind of messing with the Ku Klux Klan, and Gloria and Mike didn't want him to touch his grandchild, and and that was just you could feel that, like, man. And he went down there to those folks and talked about my black brothers and everything, because this was after he had the blood transfusion and had some blood from a black person and injected into him. So that might have been one of the most powerful ones. I think also the Edith a sexual assault episodes were that was also maybe that was kind of strong too. That was kind of strong too, because I think they needed to, you know, you know. So yeah, I know I don't think on the very special episodes of TV shows aren't good, but I really do think that whole thing from Jump the Shark is it's to be funny. It's not necessarily true. Very special episodes are what sometimes make the television shows, and it was one of the things that really made All in the Family along with Archie, and so again, just awesome. Number number 5, All in the Family. Whatever for a TV show. Number 4, Home Improvement, baby. Man, I back in the day, this was my TV show, man. This was my TV show because I think this was, to me, this had everything about it. This was just a funny TV show. This is kids growing up doing things. Now think about the episodes that come out of my mind. There was an episode where Brad was being an idiot. And he just why are you throwing rocks at glass houses? I don't know. What do you think you're gonna do? Expect it to stick? Great. And then there's the Christmas episode where I think again it was Brad and he was being bad, and they went up there and it was Mark Christmas episode, and he was up there getting ready to sing Noel. It was Leo. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can find it. I still that. Oh. Trisha Leon. Oh, let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Come on. Uh, there you go. Oh. Oh, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, okay. Oh, okay, oh, so, um, yeah, so, so they were, they were, they were, they were gonna sing the Noel Christmas Carol, and Leah. Oh my God. Oh, oh man. Oh, oh. Hmm. Oh, so yeah. That's what I was talking about. The whole improvement. And listen, let's also face it. Pamela Anderson back in her heyday was on the show. Debbie Dunning was stunning. She was on there. Jill was not bad herself. Patricia Richardson. So yeah, it was whew. So yeah, I it was just one of the greatest shows of all time. I loved it. As you can see, I still think about some of the stuff that that they would do and everything, and I was always a I would always I tortured my mother and grandmother with so yeah, so number 4 TV show of all time, Home Improvement. Number 3, Survivor. Yeah, this is something that I think, I did not watch the first season. I was not enamored by the first season. I didn't care for it. Well, I didn't even. I didn't watch it. I didn't care to watch it. What got me was that after the Ravens Bills Super Bowl, where the Baltimore Ravens beat the New York Giants, they premiered another season of Survivor after that. So after you get through watching the Super Bowl, you then I kept on and I watched it. So then I watched that, and then I was hooked. Now, let's be honest, they did a great job of hooking me at that time for season 2, because at that point, when I watched reality shows, I mostly watched for one reason, and that was the hot women. I mean, I didn't want to watch. I watched for the hot women. The only reality show I watched for not the hot women was The Real World. The only reality show that interested me, whether it was Survivor, it was or any other thing, anything I want to see how hot the women would be, and they had some definitely some hot women, and especially when you would see them when they would come off the island, and they would like be on CBS or something like that, like Kimmy, season 2, Alicia, Elizabeth Hasselbeck was on season 2. I don't think she was Elizabeth Hasselbeck at the time. She was Falarsky. I guess her name was Falarsky or something. She was, something like that. And then there was 2 or 3, 4 other, Jerry Manthey. So there was definitely some very attractive women on season 2, and got me hooked. And then I went for the hot women, and I stayed for the absolute, dominance of Colby Donaldson, of Survivor and everything. So it was awesome. So I've watched Survivor ever since. I still enjoy the hot women, but that's not that. Most of the time, that doesn't matter. It's all about the gameplay and how the game is. And this past Wednesday, you found another winner. Sarah won that season of Survivor Game Changers. I thought that she played an excellent job. I kind of wanted Brad to win to piss off some of these guys on Twitter who just keep using the word bullying and everything like that. And that's one of the things that pissed me off, because we are in a, this is a reality show. This is not a real world setting. There are people out here who get bullied, and get bullied so hard that it stays with them their entire life, and then they get bullied so much at some points that it makes them think like the only thing they need to do is to take their life. And then you are set up here on a silly reality show and say that they're bullying, whether it's the contestants who say he's bullying me, or whether it's the fans that say he's bullying him. No, stop it. Stop it. Just, think about what you say. Somebody out here in the real world is really getting bullied, wants to take their life. But no, you're going to focus on the video game. You're focus on a TV show, TV game show bullying. It's bullshit. That's my little rant. Sorry about that. So, Survivor, that's a great show. It went down there for a little while, but it's come back better than ever. And some of the new twists, some of the new things they do. So, good show for them. I don't know when when they're gonna stop. But I really do think that this is and even at one point, I really don't think they should stop, to be honest with you, because even if they stop getting the ratings that they can for the season, for like the fall, from their fall to the spring, if they stop getting ratings that keep it on TV at that time, put it on in the summertime. Put it on in the summertime. Yeah, have it on like Wednesdays or Thursdays. Have it with Big Brother. Do like a reality show Wednesday, something like that, where Survivor at 7, or Big Brother at 8, and then something else at 9. So whatever. But number 3 TV show of all time, Survivor. Number 2, I mentioned right there, Big Brother. This one was a little bit different. This one definitely took some years for me to catch on to, because I didn't, because as I talked about that, both Survivor and Big Brother started in the summer of 2000, and I watched neither. Summer of 2001, I didn't watch a lot of Big Brother. I checked it out from here and there, but I really didn't watch it. Um, to be honest with you, what two things get me interested. One, again, there was a redhead chick on there that was pretty attractive, and then what also everything was also 2011 was 9/11, and there were the people were still in the house. There were three people in the house. The redhead girl, this black chick named Monica, and Dr. Will, the winner of season two. Monica's cousin was, I guess, apparently lost on that day, and she was in the Monica was in the house when that happened, obviously, and that's what brought me into Survivor, and then I watched the rest of the season, and which was only like a few episodes, but then I said I was going to see next season, season three, and I saw some bits and pieces of season three throughout that time, and then really I started watching heavily on when it was season four. When season four started, that's what I watched, and again, they got me with the hot chicks. There was some attractive chicks on season four, and particularly Allison, who has that big old booty she had on her, and so it was definitely something like that. And I've been watching ever since, So and it would be fun if I was gonna do one of these reality shows. That would be the show to do because it's in a house. I couldn't do Survivor, going out in like the hot tropical weather and with all the bugs and everything, and I couldn't do it. But if I could do Big Brother, that's something I would be able to do because it's in a house and something like that. So, and it would be cool. What I would like to see, I would like to see two things from Big Brother. One, I'd like to see a fall edition of Big Brother. They do it in the summer. Now they did a fall edition, but that was online, and and that was like some weird stuff, and it was. I was looking at some of the things that I didn't follow it as well on Twitter as I do the regular one, but that's not. I mean, just do a fall one like on CBS, and and just see, because I like to see them. I really would like to do is I like to see them, go from like, go through, be the Thanksgiving and then throughout Christmas or something like that. So, but who knows? Going into the new year, that would be something interesting to see. But I also like to see maybe them like change settings. They do it out in Los Angeles. It's actually their house, not actually a real house. It's a set. It's a set that they built, like that. And then they have a big ant problem too down there because I don't know why. And so I've said at the same time they really need to like rebuild. They either need to rebuild that thing and let the ants and kill all of the ants and try to get rid of. Because there's obviously a colony there, and they seem the ants come back every year. It's like they don't take care of it. Every year something like that. I don't know why that. So they need to rebuild it. I think one of the ways to do it is go to a new thing, like go to New York. I'm sure there's a New York place, right, for CBS, right? But go to New York and build a thing there for them in New York to live in New York. As I like to see go to different cities, a couple of new cities, definitely Chicago, one of them, my hometown, but there's always going to be out in Los Angeles. And also, another thing weird, when you're out in Los Angeles, you have to deal with all the heat, and they're doing all of these physical exercises. Yes, it gets hot here in Chicago sometimes, and it gets hot in New York sometimes, but maybe it wouldn't be like 130 degrees, with the heat index like it is out there in Los Angeles. And you get like a 90 or maybe even 100-degree day, maybe with the heat index here in New York or Chicago. But it's a great show. It's great gameplay. I think it's definitely awesome. I've become one of these people where it's if you dominate the game, you deserve to win for both Big Brother and Survivor. So physically at least, and so that's one of the things I'm all about. So number 2 TV show of all time, Big Brother. Now here we are. We're down to the final one. Right, here we are. What's it gonna be? You have any guesses? Bet you guys don't even know, do you? Here we go. Number 1, Smallville. Yes, this changed my life. Smallville, man. And again, and this is how it is for me. I catch a lot of these shows that I like on reruns. When they go to reruns on another station, this one rerun it was ABC Family at the time. There was I know there's no more ABC Family, but there used to be a station called ABC Family, and they would have all of and something like that, and it was a lot of TV shows on ABC Family, and one of them shows was Smallville, and it was on ABC Family, and I actually think, as I'm starting to think about it, that actually may not have been when I started watching it, actually. But I think it was. I think what happened was I caught an episode on, at that time, UPN. I think it was on UPN. No, it was on UPN or the WB, whatever. This is the UPN and WB combined to make the CW. But yeah, I think it was on the WB. And I caught an episode on there. And then I saw one episode on ABC Family, a few episodes of ABC Family, liked it, and then started to watch the episodes on the CW, on the WB, and I think that was actually season 4. It was actually season 4, the season 4 season. That I saw like the final 4 or 5 episodes of that, and then when season 5 came around, I was hooked. I was hooked on that, man, and I watched, and it's still, to me, it's still bad. I know that a lot of people didn't like it because he didn't put on the super, he didn't put on the thing. He really, he didn't fly a lot. The times that he flew were the times when you could say that it was like the thing where necessarily it wasn't Clark Kent who was flying. It was Kal-El or somebody like that who was flying. Things like that. He really didn't fly until the very last episode. They had a moniker: no flights, no tights. That he wasn't going to fly and he wasn't going to wear the superhero costume. But as you see, like in the video, they did like the Justice League, and it's you have Cyborg, Aquaman, Smallville, Green Arrow, and the Flash. They called him Impulse on that, but yeah. So and it was just what it was. But I enjoyed the hell out of it. I thought it was great. The last season was kind of it was the last season. You could definitely tell that they were kind of going through the motions on the last season. It only went 20 episodes. You can see that they were just trying to get through it. I did like how it ended. Like with Lex Luthor kind of coming back, into the life and being the foil to Superman. So, but as you now know, like on Supergirl, Superman is already on the show, and both Superman and Supergirl, they wear their costumes. So there's nothing about Smallville. There was this rumor last summer. There was this rumor that Kara was going to go to Supergirl. Kara was going to go to another planet where it was going to be Smallville. and they was trying to get Kristen Kruk, Justin Hartley, and Erica Durance to be in those episodes. So that, and then like it would be like so that to do the whole thing as then Smallville was a universe unto itself, right? Just like Supergirl's in this universe, and Arrow and Flash and Legends of Tomorrow are on Earth One, and then, so that's how they were trying to make it out to be. It obviously did not happen. Justin's like he has his show, This Is Us, and I think Kristen Kruk is maybe still doing Beauty and the Beast. I'm not sure, and Erica Durance might still be doing her TV show on the Ion Network. So it obviously did not come to pass, but I would like to see that. I really would like to see maybe if they could do that, if they could go back now and do something and pull that off for fans, just to give us a shout out to the Smallville fans. I would truly enjoy that. That would be good. So my number one TV show of all time was Smallville. All right, y'all. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys thought of my list. Did you guys like it? What kind of TV shows do you like? Maybe put your top 10 lists in the comment section. Let me know if you got your favorite TV show, or if you enjoy any these TV shows. Like, give me your favorite episodes and episodes that you remember fondly. Things like that. Obviously, if you are a wrestling fan, you like Raw as well. Tell me what you think about SmackDown and stuff like that. Because SmackDown could have easily made this list as well. So definitely do that. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, be good to each other, y'all. Be careful out there. And give grace to Leon. I am out.